Down. Up and down. It's not illegal.
What a way to start a stream.
Simulator.
It's not illegal, I promise.
Yay! 47 rolls. You would have let him fight some mantids, and then you could have at least killed one. That would have given him a big boost of confidence, but no. When he starts to finally scrap with something, he's straight. Now, you have to understand, Zitron's size makes him scrappy. He's not just gonna try and punch you. That motherfucker will latch on like a rabid chihuahua. A mighty mantid. He's cute. Proceeds to have finger bit. Well, I gotta put him down. Where'd he go? He's in the vent.
There we go.
Zitron's great at crawling the vents in one direction because of the horns.
In exactly one direction.
Nobody can jump scare from around the corner without getting stabbed.
Bah! Oh god, I'm so sorry.
What were you thinking?
Oh, that went through your brain.
But you could always sneak up behind them in the vents.
You could, and then proceed to get strangled by his tail. He's a pain in the ass to do anything with. He's got hoofs that'll kick you like a donkey, and he's got a tail. The horns keep him facehugger safe. Facehugger free.
I almost.
I really should
While
make
I'm
a sound
here on
effect for
Discord.
this, but you guys drop out of high warp, and you arrive back at the station with the station there.
Ah, yes, I see the station and the station.
Yeah, all two of them.
Me and my child.
You know, I never really mentioned it, but the Terran station is like massive compared to the one that you guys go to.
Actually,
Yeah, I figured.
Did I mention that?
Yeah, you mentioned that was absolutely enormous compared to the other one.
Yeah.
Regardless, I've always just viewed it as like having the station and then having the actual station. Like, this is the buoy, this is the station. No, that's the station. That's just a station that was built by people with complexes. Between all the researchers, we didn't really know who was overcompensating, but it was just one person started building stuff big, and then it just became a pissing contest.
They just kept justifying it so eloquently, we had to include their design. Did we really need the automatic toaster, though? Yes.
Yes.
Now, I can tell you, the only toaster you need is the homicidal toaster from Fallout New Vegas that wants to kill all other toasters and then become the overlord of the wasteland. That's the only toaster.
Well,
You mean yes, man?
Play Big Mountain, aka Big Empty. Play the Big Mountain DLC. He's fucking awesome. He is insane.
I still don't know which side I want to go through in my playthrough in New Vegas.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
See, I did Caesar's ending already for my PlayStation.
Do all the DLCs. You can technically get an alternate ending with the Dead Money DLC, but it's a bitch of a DLC.
Ain't that the one where you get all your shit taken and you get an explosive collar on your neck?
Yeah, but there's mods on PC and exploits because it's an old ass game that you can do to keep all of your shit.
Okay. Yeah, but I sent you the links to the thing I was talking about, Scico.
Alright, well, nobody's gonna start. I guess I can start. Let me look at my list of illegal shit to do today.
Yeah.
after giving all of the skins and stuff to the turtle.
Yes, I imagine there would be quite the download session.
There's a crap
Gotcha.
load of stuff that he has and all the physical things that he collected. Like the spinal fluid! I'm watching you, tree. Mushroom? Shroom tree. Tree.
Shri.
Yeah, tree. What?
So, sad music, because when you get actually docked with the station and start, looking around as presumably somebody is going to walk onto the station, there's several body bags actually scattered around the station.
No.
Pretty much all of them are Terrans. There's, it seems like only the Terrans were affected by whatever happened here. All of the other alien species are the ones cleaning up and just kind of tending to things.
Jade's gonna kind of look around at the scene. She's kind of like a little shocked, actually, because she wasn't expecting to see body bags when they came back. But what the hell?
So Vivian's gonna speak up, and she's gonna. So, what happened here?
Are you asking that to anyone in particular, or just
Just anyone who happens to be nearby. And
alright, there's a Trinidad nearby. We're not really sure. There was something across all channels about a case Omaha, and they all just kind of apparently had a massive cerebral shock to their system.
What's a case Omaha?
You would actually know what a case Omaha is if you read the supplemental material I sent you.
I did! But
I'll just go ahead and explain it to
so
you,
much
because
there.
it's across several chapters. Case Omaha is essentially someone is attacking Fortress Sol, which is, the Sol system. And what they end up doing is creating a subspace around the Oort cloud, which traps them and whoever else was stupid enough to do that in the same area, while they summarily beat them to a bloody pulp. It recalls all the immortals back to Sol, and well, it recalls the American immortals, I should say. There were other immortal programs that aren't affected. And it's usually only reserved as, like, an emergency thing. If this was just a regular military invasion, then they wouldn't go to the effort of doing this. But nothing that's part of the Case Omaha programming has to do with causing Terrans to have massive hemorrhaging. Or an intense stroke, essentially. Because hemorrhaging is just...
aneurysm?
Yeah, because hemorrhaging is just a loss of blood, and I kept using it because, like, it just, like... Essentially what happens to them is the SUDS device itself essentially just opened a major artery into the brain and caused just such a intense sudden pressure to essentially the whole brain that they went crazy for like 5 seconds and then died. And that's pretty much both parts of what happened here.
Yeah. Jade's gonna look at Vivian. something or someone attacked pretty much the soul net and trapped them within anybody that was near where they attacked got trapped in with them, and pretty much they bled to death from brain hemorrhaging.
That, not quite, but you tried.
Well, it's a lot of information, but she's putting it
I know,
short and
it's a lot.
sweet. She's putting it short and sweet.
So you're saying they attacked the soul system, basically SOL?
Hmm.
Well, yeah. All the Terran got pulled back, pretty much.
So they got recalled to fight? And she's going to look down at some of the bodies. Does that mean they left their bodies behind here to do that?
Probably. They would have been put back into new bodies with the SUD system. Jade's gonna run back inside the ship, and she's gonna get on her laptop and check, like, Terran news.
There is none.
What do you mean?
So, normally there's the typical constant stream of information coming from Terrasol. Yeah, it's,
Mhm.
Home of humanity. Of course, there's going to be, like, vloggers and shit like that all over the planet.
Mhm.
But, when the bag shuts, nothing comes out.
Hmm.
You can't even get a quantum signal through it.
Something's not right. Captain,
Oh, damn it, ouch. What?
I'm not getting any feeds from Terra.
And?
That's the thing. There's always something coming from Terra. Some kind of news or something. So, I believe something attacked the SoulNet. Because there was a code Omaha here.
Okay. And the captain will kind of feel over their body and check themselves over. I'm still here.
I am too.
Are you sure it was a case Omaha? Maybe it was like a case Osprey or something?
That's what the workers in the station said. And there's several Terran bodies in there.
Maybe we were in warp while it was happening.
It wouldn't have affected us if we were in warp, would it?
Well, we're technically in another universe when we're doing that, so probably not.
Jade's gonna get on her. She's gonna look through her computer, see if she can find anything see if there's anything that, not just from Terra, but anything that's about, like, what happened to Terra and the Soul System.
There are a few news outlets that are reporting on, what's the species name? Fuck. Hold on, give me a second.
Okay.
You guys can talk, this might take a minute.
Anybody that's near Jade can see a little bit of a panicked look as she's scouring the net.
So maybe the lack of information means they're still busy fighting?
Maybe. Because once this happens, pretty much nothing can get out from Terra.
So basically, once that door is closed, nothing comes through until they open it again.
Nothing in, nothing out.
Okay, so maybe we just need to wait for more information. In
That's
the
why I'm
meantime,
looking.
I think we could probably help them do some of the cleanup there.
Yeah.
And so she's going to move on to the station and begin assisting with said cleanup.
Jade's gonna tell her little VI to notify her if anything pops up on the search. She's gonna set her laptop down and go help.
Alright, so you're helping them clear up the bodies and clean up the blood and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this point Vivian has forgotten that she's naked.
Jade will remind
She's
her.
used to being that way like 100% of the time. Only got clothes recently. So let's see, does she remember to put on clothes? Oh wow, she actually did. So yeah, she put her clothes back on.
Okay.
I suppose that's probably my only good roll for the day.
Well, you never know.
Ah, here it is. I can never remember what these fucking species is called. They're called Lannic to Lan.
Mhm.
But yeah, so the news outlets that you managed to find that are reporting on it claim that a massive fleet of Lannic to Lan warships had just been detected heading for the Terrasol system.
Once she finds this out, she's gonna run and find the captain.
I mean, he's still sat at his pilot seat.
Captain,
Checking.
I found out what's going on.
Okay.
A fleet of Lannic to Land warships was heading to the Sol system.
The captain was just kind of give you a confused squint. What are they, stupid?
I don't know, but whatever it is, whatever they're doing, they're looking to attack the Sol system.
They're probably getting pissy because the Terrans have been releasing a lot of their slave worlds recently. It'll probably be over in like a month.
Yeah.
You had me spooked there for a second. I thought the fucking
Mantids.
the Mantids or the Margite had come back, or our Kakra had shown up or something.
Or, God forbid, those darn snarlgaspers. You think I'm laughing? Oh, wait, yeah, not from my planet. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's just a your planet thing.
Well, we should be thankful. Could you imagine if the snarlgaspers stopped eating their own young and figured out how to use ships? They would eat their own young in space, and it would get everywhere.
So, what should we do? Should we just wait?
Have a bunch of salt on hand.
Mary might know more about what's going on. She's pretty old.
Yeah.
A woman of a certain age.
I didn't grow up in Soul System, so
You'll think.
that's probably why I didn't get pulled back. Or maybe it has something to do with the Night Witches, I don't know.
The what?
It doesn't matter.
Magic women that do magic things.
Well, I'm gonna do a little more digging and see if I can find out what's going on, Captain.
Alright. I'm gonna go make sure we actually get paid for this.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Jade's gonna go to the station where Mary is.
Oh,
Yep.
well, I guess I'm gonna bring that up now.
It's time to go repair the. No, they probably already. Damn it,
Zitcher
now I have
and
anything to do.
Vivian could see Jade kind of like jogging to the station.
Don't knock anyone. She's gonna knock somebody out without. Scares the shit out of me anytime she comes near me at like a brisk sprint or something. I like turn around.
Wild
It's
pace.
like watching. It's like I'm a door in the headlights. The churn thinks that
But why
doors
would
are what
that
go
like
in
have a
headlights.
door?
I don't know.
That's bizarre. Who makes these analogies?
There's
Probably-
gotta be a. My theory, it's a group of people that sit in a room with a circular table at night, and then they take narcotics and then come up with it. That's why they're called the Knights at the Round Table. At the Round Table.
You know, that kind of makes sense.
It was,
Zitcher just fucking headcanon is now my favorite. Fuck you.
it was probably a Tor that came up with it, because doors are awful for Tors.
Yeah. All
You'll
right.
notice there's not a single door on the entire dramatic exit.
That's totally not because you couldn't program them at Starbase or anything.
Oh no, you can make doors in Starbase. It's just
No,
was
I know
thinking
you
about
can.
it.
Just talk so like I am going to be lazy and make it a lore reason. That's what I do, so I'm okay with it.
You want to see some unhappy tours? Send Vivian and the captain through a revolving door and get some spores.
Send me right round, baby, right round.
The fucking awkward way of a Tor going through a revolving door. Okay, all the way around and then back up.
But just imagine it was too small for them to fit in the proper way, and they had to be like on their hind legs and kind of squeezed in and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
One of them
wonder-
ruin is like trying to get out, the other one is just stuck in one of those chambers.
Vivian starts strip
Rethinking
dancing.
life choices.
I was like, well, if I'm gonna be stuck here.
And what's that?
It just starts strip dancing. Okay, so Jade, you head over to the station.
Mhm.
So what you want? What?
Jade's gonna make her way to a terminal to talk to Mary.
Yeah.
Just like, hello, Mary, I need your help. So, are they still working on the station?
There's still a bit of work happening, but you know, in light of recent events.
I'm sure it has slowed down dramatically with
Yeah.
with most of the people who work on it just dropping.
She's gonna type into the little terminal. Do you still have access to anything on Terrasol?
I have many files on their Rustson.
She's gonna see if she can find out what's happening. Like what was the species called? The Telltale?
The Lanik to Lan?
Lanik to Lan. Why did I think Teletel?
I don't know.
Just kill.
She's gonna see if there's anything about the Lanik to Lan invasion of the Sol system.
Sorry, I do not have any file with the keyword Lenocalan.
Oh, I spelled it right.
So she doesn't have any files on it. Trying to think of what to ask her. Because she's not. It doesn't seem like she's connected to anything in the Soul Net anymore. Or the Soul System, I should say, not the Soul Net.
Yeah, the Soul Net isn't connected to anything.
Yeah.
For good
She-
reason.
For a good reason.
Let me out. No. See that right there? That robot screeching? That's why you're locked up.
There is like a soft humming coming from the next room over. If you wanted to talk to someone.
Yeah, she's gonna go to the next room over to see what's going on. Who's humming?
All right. Dave appears to be kind of idly floating around, kind of tilting their chassis left and right in rhythm of some sort of song, and they just seem to be meandering. If you want to try and listen to what they're doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen.
All right, hold on. Let me find it. Yeah. It's so stupid. He's humming, "Don't you want me, baby?" Said, "Don't you want me?" Ah! I
Okay,
did
so
not realize you had entered. Mary is
I'm
slacking.
not gonna lie, I fully expected to hear the Oscar Mayer Wiener theme. It just seemed like, babe, fuck off, get off my back.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
Something's happened in the Soul System.
Oh, something's happened. What's happening?
The Lanik Talan have sent a fleet to invade the Soul System.
I've never heard of the Lanik Alliance. They sound tasty.
Are you okay, Dave?
I'm fine. We're currently operating at 100%. That's a lie, and you know it. I don't need to know that.
Considering I'm one of the security officers of the station now, I need any pertinent information about it.
Look, it's fine. I was just sent through a recent firmware update after being allowed to access a little bit more of the systems of the station. It's tingly.
Well, is this station connected to anything in the Soul System still?
Oh, yeah, it's connected to a lot.
Look, could you give me a couple of examples? A lot covers a lot.
Not really. I have access to the very rudimentary Galnet. I've been looking at all of the memes. What's a precursor?
Precursor?
They probably haven't encountered one yet. Ah, but they're so exciting. It's like the size of a continent. You're going to scare them.
Well, is there any way that you could get any, like, feeds or anything from the Galnet in the Soul System to see what's going on?
Oh no, it seems like all of the data pertaining to the Soul System is pretty narrow right now. I'm not sure what more I could give you that you couldn't find on your own.
Because there was a case Omaha on this station, and a lot of the Terrans have been recalled.
Ooh, a case Omaha. Those are exciting. Is the sixth dimension invading again?
What?
I thought we'd put Earth 9 in its place last time they tried that. Yeah, but they were always the sour one. Not like
Okay.
Earth 3. Earth 3 was my favorite.
Anyways, what would cause a case Omaha?
Well, lots of things can cause it. Mostly existential threats to the Soul System. The last time a case Omaha was called in was during the Temporal Wars. Barring anything like that occurring, there isn't a whole lot that would cause that sort of thing. Usually invading forces get blown out of the sky before they even reach Jupiter's super collider.
Well, whatever the case is, this Lannick to Lan invasion is warranted enough threat for a case Omaha.
I've been looking into what these Lannick land things are ever since you mentioned them. They don't strike me as particularly effective warriors.
From what the
Weren't
captain
those the plant ones?
No.
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 Okay, I'm getting my
These
my
these are like cow tors.
huh.
Yeah. They've got like a squid head.
Oh yeah, you mentioned them before. They were the ones that did the thing.
Could you find any reason as to why they would try to invade the Soul System?
Mm,
I know the captain said that Terrans have been freeing slaves recently.
Obviously, they want to try and make humans slaves. They're such a fan of their gentling processes. That's not something that's going to work on a species that already knows how to tamper with their genes, though.
There's got to be something going on.
I say let's go there and rip them a new one. That sounds like fun.
I'd be all for it, for one. I'm not going to let some other. I'm not going to let just Terra, the Soul System, be walked over. I lived on Terra Sol. Still have a home there. Well, apartment. But
That's interesting. If you lived there, then wouldn't you have been affected by the case Omaha?
well, that's the thing. Would you might know? Would Case Omaha affect people that are in war?
I suppose it depends on how high of a band you were traveling through warp.
Pretty high.
Well, then probably not.
Mm. All right.
Well, it's probably fine as long as the Lanaktalan don't do something stupid like going to Io and releasing the prisoner.
Releasing what?
That's fine.
No. Tell me. Releasing what?
Because he broke off at the end there, so
Yeah.
it only caught
Yeah,
the
you
very
broke off.
beginning
The
of the
prisoner, you know, the guy that was on the hollow bond that was like, leave me the fuck alone, and who killed everybody. I remember that. I was there for that, because I have a brain. Ah, shit, my headset. No!
No,
You
there
traitor!
goes their brain.
The
No, my
prisoner
headset just wrapped around my neck.
Prisoner on Io. What prisoner?
Well, it was just an example anyways.
No, you've got me curious now. What prisoner?
Well, then I guess you'll have to go talk to somebody that's more willing to tell you things with risk to their life. I, for my part, only just recently regained portions of my faculties. Except me! Yes, except them.
Well, all right. Thank you. She's gonna go walk back to the station, kind of rubbing her head, trying to think. Okay.
Oh, if you're heading out, can you get me some RAM?
I'll see what I can do. How much RAM?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. And she'll stop by Mary and thank her for the help. Also, thank you for your help. Mary.
You are welcome. Will we be leaving soon?
And I will let you know when we will depart. The station is still under repairs.
Very well. They know pulling on my wiring is ages. So do you.
Like I said, as soon as we're able to, I'll let you know when we can depart. She will just type goodbye and head off because she's got a question for the captain.
Okay. I can put
I
the
can
music
wait.
back on now.
That question can wait till I'm done buying books.
We let Zitron do things because Jade's not in a hurry.
Bookstore!
She knows that the captain might not want to disclose the information so soon or at all.
Books can come in handy when we gotta knock it out of the captain.
Yeah. Right, so
Don't hit your captain with books, kids.
Not gonna hit the captain with a book.
don't do that.
Get stuck on his horn.
So,
All right. Zitron's way of this. We got Zitron's way of explaining things. Rather, how I remember. Let's see. Books on robots. Books on electrical engineering. Got books on coding. And I need some books on how to properly weld. Or just a mechanics book. And I need some. It's just got this fucking list. Oh, and any kind of books on basic and advanced medical procedures and surgeries. And then I need to go get the surgery equipment.
alright, that's a lot of books.
Yeah. He want to learn.
Turn this up a little bit. This song is apparently quieter than the last one. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to find a book on medical procedures at this particular station. You might need to ask the captain to go to a different station for that, because this one's only rated to handle, like, low-severity medical attention.
Then we'll get the
But
books on all the basics.
Yeah, but as far as electrical engineering, you can pick that up from the kiosk. A book on... Don't you already have a book on programming?
Oh yeah, never mind then.
Yeah.
Why are you in this list then? I'm gonna put. Oh, I never took it out of the list. That explains it. All right, continue.
Yeah. And let's see if I'm remembering.
I'll be right back.
Did you want a book on VI training?
Yeah.
Okay. Because right now what you have is essentially a VI infant. It's been given some basic information on how it's expected to act, and it's trying to adhere to that, but until it gets a little bit more world experience or structured learning, it's going to be pretty simple and not all that useful. It's better than a war boy, though.
True.
Okay, so... Oh yeah, you wanted a book on welding too, didn't you?
Or just like general mechanics, so they can, learn how to do repairs.
Well, the welding instruction is pretty straightforward. It's just like the actual doing part of it that you need to practice at.
Yeah.
Because I've made an attempt at welding. I didn't like it, and it's not easy.
I do not believe it is.
I think it was the sparks that were throwing me off, though. But anyway, that's gonna run you about 130 credits.
Deal.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's see.
Now, in the bag. He's got a little stash he's already created and hidden in the ship. And so that's where he puts most of his belongings when he needs to clear out his backpack.
In the vent.
Yeah, totally not in the vent. He's even into the creation engine to get the stuff to build a little compartment so it doesn't get blown away. Well, less of a compartment, more like an obstruction.
A false wall.
Basically.
Was
False wall that sticks out.
Was this wall always an inch closer? Yes.
Eh. Mm-hmm.
Was this wall always at a 3-degree angle? Okay, so
Ship vents. Ship vents have to be big enough for somebody. That's the rule. That way, somebody can stealth around them at some point.
Exactly, that's the rule. Otherwise,
That's
what's
rule
the
of
point?
space. Exactly. If you sometimes can't sneak out the vents when you're evading the bad guys, then what the hell's the point of having vents? Air? Get a
May
can.
as well just use plumbing tubes at that point.
Exactly.
I can't wait till you guys step foot on like an alien ship so you can nitpick all the fucking designs.
Why are there no windows? Because they're redundant. Yeah, but fucking you're boring and space is pretty. Put a window there, bitch.
Why does the ship never feel like it's moving and makes absolutely no sound? Well, why would it do either of those things in space? Because as a Terran, I like to know when things are working.
Because despite what they tell you, sound might not travel through a vacuum, but it does travel through a medium!
Fucking imagining a wire stretched between Earth and the moon. Actually,
And now,
have a background sound to it?
Yeah, if there's something causing vibrations at either end of it, which is concerning if it comes from top instead of bottom, then, I mean, it'd have to be severe vibrations unless it's like some sort of hypersensitive wire, because vibrations are physical and they dissipate over time.
Yeah, that's
That's why
true.
you're-
I was just wondering if, like, in the frictionless environment of space, if there was, like, enough dust to actually cause some sound on the line. Because I know
Up
if you
close to
land
it,
anything on the moon, it's gonna ring like a fucking bell the entire
Yeah.
time that you're there.
like, if you're close to whatever might be experiencing the vibrations or sound for the vibrations, you'll probably hear it, but you're gonna have to be really close, like probably within 10 inches of it.
Ah, yeah.
Like, that's one thing I hate when they're like, there'd be no sound in space, so you wouldn't hear yourself shooting this gun. And it's like, if you're holding a weapon or you're inside of a ship, if you're inside of like a dogfighter, okay, barring how most of it's all wrong anyways, and it's all the product of sci-fi, but in that scope of what we understand thanks to sci-fi, if you're sitting in a cockpit firing weapons, the vibration of the weapon will resonate through the medium of the material, keeping you from becoming a popsicle turned into red paste in space. And you will hear it because
Yeah,
you are
you'll hear it
78.
resonating through your own ship.
Yeah, and
But you
then
won't
you'll
hear
hear it
other
through your
ones.
body. But you won't hear that guy's over there. You might faintly hear it if you're on comms with them. But you're not going to hear outside sounds. But if you're inside something, that's why, like, I can't stand that where they're like that the muffled. It's muffled because it's not necessarily muffled. It's just you're hearing it go one way. You're used to hearing sounds go two ways. Now you're hearing it only go one way.
Yeah. Also, fun fact, you can survive without a spacesuit in a complete, like, outer space environment for a whole 10 seconds, and you can be resuscitated after 30.
You have enough blood at that point. Badass not to go in the corpse wiggler. Alright. Extrem's next purchase is going to be medical supplies solely for the VI.
Ah, okay.
And
so
also
you're
a medical VI starter kit, maybe, if there is such a thing.
I mean, yeah, sort of. There's like some preset basics that you can buy like a set for.
No, I've got a set for all of the stuff it needs to be set for. Like machinery to attach to it, like the basics, like stapler, and
There's stuff like that, yeah. You'll probably go back to the same guy that you got the VI from, because they'll have it.
Alright, I will go there and purchase all the necessary things to get it up and running.
50 credits.
Deal. Zutron has no idea, but he feels the need to say deal. Must have been negotiating that whole time.
After you purchase it, you see the price of the exact same kit on the shelf go up to 100 credits.
Right.
Supply and demand, I only had 2.
Zitron should purchase both, charge double.
Purchases the other one. Have I got a deal for you, sir, for the low, low price of twice the value I bought it for?
Absolute cockwaffle. Capitalist gremlin.
Meanwhile, someone's like, actually, I could buy that off of you. No, hold on. I'm going to sell it to the store, and then you can buy it. Proceeds to sell it to the store. Store owner doubles the price again.
It's like, okay, now you can buy it.
I don't know. I think Zitron would probably be free market. Like, oh, okay, yeah, sure, you can have it. And then that person proceeds to sell it to the store for double the price right in front of them.
Well played.
No. It just keeps. It's a game of pass the buck. The next person picks it up, hoping to sell it to the shop, and then the next person, and the next person.
This is literally there was
It
I can't
becomes
remember
an
what the argument was, but he just reenacted this analogy for how someone explains poorly regulated capitalism. Can't remember what it was called. It was got like a fucking name for it. It's basically you have three people, they all have one thing, and they keep buying and selling it back and forth.
The art monopoly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and it just gets more and more expensive from arbitrary bullshit from the idiots.
The
Oh,
item
God.
looks like it has a lot of value, but in reality, it's just the same three assholes keep buying it from each other.
Okay, it's not art monopolies that turn mode aside. He's got that, he's got this, he's got this, he's got that, and what else did he need to purchase? Oh yeah, he's gonna go to the adult shop, purchase one thing of lube, and then leave.
Surprisingly, K-Lube is still a product that you can buy in single bottle form now.
You will never defeat the company that sells 50-gallon drums of lube. I'm sorry. They have too much capital if they're offering that.
I feel like that's not even person
Oh, God.
lube. I feel like that's just like industrial lube.
Yeah. Like lube up gears and shit.
Yeah. Not something you want to put inside your body.
Nah, he's a picky little fucker when it comes to that. He's gonna make sure the scents are right. He likes that nice smelling stuff.
It's like, ooh, like
You probably buy like Sliquid or something. Fucking pH balanced microcolony safe bullshit.
I mean, he has a different immune system than the species that predominantly inhabit this planet, or the station. So it's not really a bad thing. He kind of has to buy the ones that are, literally multiracially safe. The last thing he wants is to get gonorrhea from somebody's industrial facility having a slight bit of it on their line that people are immunized with because they're nasty after 1,000 years, but his people don't know what the fuck it is. Imagine having to explain that I caught the clap from a bottle of lube.
The problem with that is the biology is so different for some species. You'd basically have to still end up making lube for specific species, because there could end up being one where it's like, yeah, but if I get H2O on my skin, I start to actively dissolve.
Hey, maybe you shouldn't be a fucking cactus. I don't know.
Maybe you shouldn't be made of 90% methane then.
I would like the vanilla scented one. And then
fancy with it, are we?
They misunderstand, but the small one is like, no. The turn sets the leader on the counter. These ones.
The big bottle.
They require two.
Alright, that's gonna be 86 credits apparently.
I imagine he barely comes over the counter. It's like a kid buying sodas at a fucking McDonald's.
It's like you see his forehead, or maybe just like from nose up, the giant horns and stuff.
No, it's even funnier because the species that runs this shop is particularly tall, so they have like a standing register, and they have like different sized stairs to come up to different parts of the counter. But I imagine Zitrune, being Zitrune, still chooses to just like take the smallest set of stairs, so only their horns stick up, and they just do that thing where they take like coins and they just plap it onto the counter.
Yep.
One
just
lube,
reaches
please.
over, plap. 2 lube, please. That's basically, that was the transaction. So I've been rolling an arbitrary D100 for quite a while, since we started the campaign, and he's finally getting towards that moment in his biology
Uh-oh.
Well, it's a good thing we're at a station right now.
But he can feel it setting in, and he's always preparing. An interesting set. He's got books, a fucking big old pack for VI production or maintenance on his back, and then just 2 bottles of lube in a stack.
Not
He
as
gets all this
uncommon a sight as you would expect on the space station.
It's gotta be more uncommon because he's making his final stop at the weaponsmith to have a perfect weapon made for him.
Oh yeah?
Good.
Are you gonna go pre-built, or are you gonna design your own?
Oh no, he's gonna make him own. Don't you worry about that. Where is it? List!
So we'll start by taking the blowback assembly from a 911 off, and we're gonna replace it with a Glock 17.
Richard's not going with a ranged weapon. Ah, yes. The Glock 11.
No.
Deny. You're right, I'm sorry. So we're gonna take the firing assembly from an AK-47, and we're gonna slap it into an M2.
M2 what? Browning?
Yeah.
That's not gonna work!
Fuck it. Not only is it sloppy, it go burnt in every direction except the way you want it to.
The firing assembly for an AK is too damn small for an M250. No. You'd be lucky to get a round off. If it even gets a round off.
We have atomic assembly machines. The VIs can fill in the blanks.
With what?
Metal.
So you're gonna...
Very clearly not a gun person making a gun person smad.
So, here's one way to summarize exactly what Zitron is going to build.
Okay.
It's not as low of a frequency. It's actually much higher, but Harmonic Scalpel.
So harmonics are where you take the frequency of an object and you shake it until you push through it. I think you mean
High
It's called a
frequency?
harmonic. It's called a harmonic scalpel. Is the actual real world term for a medical surgical instrument specifically that uses supersonic frequencies to cut through tissue and cauterize it, and can even cut through bone.
They really called it harmonic? Why wouldn't they
They
call
call
it
it the harmonic
supersonic?
scalpel
Why wouldn't they call it by the mechanism it uses?
because one, it's
Now
better
I'm
for
mad.
marketing, and two, it's because its frequency changes based off the density of what it's pressed against and needs to cut through.
Okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah. It's got different specific, basically think of like one of those oscillating tools that they'll sell you for cutting your wood. It's a much more advanced version of that. With instead of, a flat piece of metal, it has scalpel blades sharpened to a fucking T of varying, like, different anodized metals and shit that can resist certain frequencies, letting them basically have a multi-tool for surgeries that saves them time. They don't have to get the bone saw. They just hot pea saw or grab another one of the ones that are preset with it. Technically is the faster method, and then they just cut through some bone or through your skin, or even cauterize it because of the heat it makes.
Yeah. Okay, that's a lot better than what initially I was imagining.
Yep. And he's basically going to make a hypersonic form of that, but he's not going to do a dumbass sword or a katana. No, Zitron's smart. He's small, but he knows what's best. He's going to make himself a spear. That way he can have a lot of vibration reduction in the handle.
Yeah.
Like, this thing works, but it's super uncomfortable to wield. like,
I don't know if you would even feel a hypersonic vibration.
Actually, I don't know.
Uh,
It would probably
maybe
just
I don't know.
It'd
The
probably just feel
thing-
weird.
the thing you're holding on to. It would just be uncomfortable.
I'm not sure if you'd actually be able to hold on to it with like an actual grip of any sort unless you dampened the frequency. Because once it speeds up to the hypersonic frequency, it'd just be shaking so fast you like just can't actually keep a grip on it. The friction would never actually catch, it would just constantly be broken. So yeah, spear is definitely a good choice.
But now he's just kind of stuck up because there's parts of his brain. You get part of his brain that's like, you should get a traditional one. That way you can pierce easily through armor. No. Make it a large leaf shape so it leaves as much trauma for him. No. Go with just a solid spike for puncture wounds because you're evil.
Three-bladed spike. Make it as hard as possible to suture.
Perhaps, brain. Person there doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He has an entire inner monologue going on right now.
Ah, so that's why we can't hear it.
Yep. What?
Body bag.
Just somebody talking about a cat. Cat just got neutered, and he's still groggy and stuff. And he sat down, and the person said almost rolled all the way back because he doesn't have that little stop sensor back there now.
That, interesting. I see. So Zitron has settled on a gruesome-ass weapon to stab someone with. A partisan. His brain is thus deduced that it would be the most effective one. Because of the shape of the partisan, it would allow him to stab and slash. And because they have those nice kind of, sort of, almost wings on it. Small ones, very small ones, that are usually always sharpened on the sides. It would make it even worse.
Oh, yeah. It's like a pseudo axe head on the side.
Yeah.
Wow, it lasted all the way to the 18th century. Good weapon.
Fuck yeah. The only reason it went out of style is fucking armor got too thick, and then it was succeeded by the lucerne and the halberd, two equally problematic weapons if you're in armor. Halberd is like, I might cut you, I might stab you. Lucerne, no, I'm definitely probably gonna hit you with this hammer a bunch. I'll stab you once, you're dead and on the ground and it's pointless.
So, one lucerne on its own is a problem. One lucerne in a group isn't. One halberd by itself isn't a problem. One halberd in a group is a very major issue.
Yep. A group of lucernes is a real big problem. I love the lucerne. It's just like, how do we pierce armor? Hammer. But that crushes it. No. Hammer. Point on this side. Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah. It's basically that they took the concept of the hammer and the nail and weaponized them both.
When all you have is a nail, everything looks like a come over here!
Stop running. But yep, that's what Zitron is getting. He is getting himself a very sturdily built partisan. But he's wondering if it'd be possible for him to customize it so maybe he can collapse it into a small hand weapon if needed.
Oh god, I'm just thinking of all the ways you could absolutely ruin someone's day with a lucerne. Just
A lot.
back of the knee, kick your leg out from under you, and then just spike right to the middle of the chest.
Bust somebody's kneecap backwards with a hammer and then put the fucking stabby ass pick of it in their fucking thigh and you just drag them around the room.
Come
That's
up
why a
behind
lot of
them
those-
and when they go to swing their sword, just come in with that spike right in the armpit.
Mm-hmm. The advantage is once you get close enough with a long sword or an arming sword, as most people think of when they think of long sword, they just don't know it. Is the lucerne has an effective area, but the problem is the lucerne was relatively light as a weapon, unlike its counterparts in the halberd or the giant bardiche if you're a psychopath.
Mm-hmm.
Because the lucerne was so light, and it often did have a spike at the other end, so they would usually just use its blunt ass as a weapon, or flip it around and just resort to almost exclusively trying to stab you with it.
And once you get within, like, the effective range of the haft itself, like, there are polearm techniques that are basically just, this is a bow staff now, it's just heavier on one side.
It's
Yeah.
like, this is a stick. I can still hit you with it.
Yeah.
It's
I can just hold
because-
it with both hands.
Exactly. See, it's entirely because of video games and movies is why we think that Europe, like, unlike Japan, if you got close to somebody with, like, a yari, which was the majority weapon that everyone used, not the katana, especially the samurai, they used the yari spear.
Yeah, you don't
Like,
want to
once they
fuck
got
up your
close.
katana. That's like a
It-
status symbol.
They're generational weapons. They're meant to
Yeah.
be passed down to your bastards.
You want to avoid using it if possible.
They are very fucking expensive because they, 1,000 folds. Yeah, all that bullshit aside. I'm just saying, inferior steel, gotta keep holding. Anyways, no, but much like, it's because of video game stuff, we think that when you get close to, like, someone, like a samurai using the yari, that they just, oh, whoop-ha! And that Europe doesn't have that. Europe did. It wasn't as flashy. It was more like they would evade, or they would get an opening, or they would just straight elbow you in the fucking face. Historical European martial arts showed us that they were much more hands-on your ass. Nobody threw hands more than peasant soldiers and knights up close. Like, there's a reason the knuckles are reinforced on the gauntlets. It's not because to protect their hand from sword blows. No, it's so they can fucking hurt you when they punch you in the stomach. Imagine getting punched in the stomach by steel plate. Just, I yield. Take my house.
And thus all the air left the man's body.
No, see, all right. No, see, if a grown ass knight who served in 2 or 3 dozen campaigns, who's in his 40s, hits your ass with his fucking empty-handed steel gauntlet covered fucking fist, that man is about to punch your fucking soul out of you. All right, you are about to fold like a fucking stack of clothes. You do not want to, like, I don't know what people think. It's like, nowadays, the
Sit
reason we
down.
have guns, that's why we have guns. Because people that can't fight can win fights. Back then, all right, you couldn't win. You throw hands with him, that motherfucker will fold you like an omelet. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk of why you do not get close to the trained military psychopath. All right, he was healthier than you. I'm going to tell you that right now. That night, you are fatter than he was. You are less lean than he was. I don't care what you can bench press. This man is like, oh, I can bench press 300 pounds. Congratulations. You know what he could bench press? Arabian children in a cart. That's just the Englishman.
So let's assess the samurai and the knight's different fucking strategies here. So samurai really would prefer to be shooting at you with a bow from horseback.
Yes, because they were fucking good at it. It
They
was
were
safer.
really good at that. And then, you get in close, it's like, alright, time to switch to the club. And then, when that eventually gets knocked out of their hand or whatever, it's like, fine, I guess I'll draw my expensive status symbol.
And they're
Whereas
pissed because
knights
now
are
you're gonna
just like,
stuff their sword.
yeah, whereas knights are like, no, you come to me. Come here.
Come here.
Look, boy.
Nice, just literally whoosh, get your ass over here. See, that's why they didn't that's why all the ornate swords we have were owned by wealthy kings in them who never took them to the battlefield. Because they were expensive. The Europeans at least understood that the thing you have on your hip or your back, because the scabbard is awesome, and you know it,
Yes.
shouldn't be ornate. Okay, ornate. That's why all of the handles are pretty and none of the blade, but ugly. That's why. The inlet and the pommels were usually also butt ugly because they were gonna hit somebody or be thrown.
I am not entirely sure how often pommels actually got thrown, but
We have recorded historical evidence of one knight killing another one by throwing a pommel so hard it broke his skull. One instance of it. That's all I need. I don't care if there was just the tail. Were you there? You can't deny me this. This man's literally played baseball and killed another person.
what? Oh man. So it would be amazing if this ever got turned into a game where you could do a secret input to remove the pommel and throw it, and then as a reaction, the other person can baseball bat it back at you.
I know For Honor actually has an execution where you unscrew the pommel and bounce it off their head and kill them. I fucking love it.
So disrespectful.
Yeah, it's literally you hear a little thunk and they die. It's stupid as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Then you get Candy Cane's little execution.
Which one?
Was that you in Call of Duty? Was that you or was that Dirk that had the little finger?
That
gun?
was Dirk. Just
so stupid.
I've got one where I just use a cinder block to beat you in the back of your
I use
head.
a hyena.
I got a bat.
I use a hyena.
Objectively the best.
Objectively, it's a teen hyena, but it's still huge. People underestimate. All right, I don't know. Y'all need to stop listening to Lion King. That is the #1 predator in all of the fucking Sahara. All right, the savannah. Is it the Sahara? The savannah? Well, fuck. Africa's got too many deserts.
Havana Unana.
All of Africa. That's like that. That is the prime species. Is the hyena.
This is a hell of a tangent we've gone off on.
And well, stop contributing to it. That
I-
moral of the story is Zitrun's getting a hypersonic partisan created that can possibly collapse down into a 16-inch hand weapon.
Yes. Okay.
And when he collapses it, he can increase the hypersonicness. Cause I don't know.
Sure, you can increase the hypersonicness for every telescoping collapse you make. Increases the disadvantage you roll to keep a hold of it.
Fair.
Because that thing's gonna vibrate out of your hand at some point.
No, bad Jade. Leave mine alone.
If you try to turn it on while it's fully collapsed, it will just like immediately leave your hand.
Oh shit.
Like
Fear not, it only severed my hoof.
it will have essentially become its own lubricant at that speed.
That's what I'm getting. All right, so that's what he's taking. How much? And how long do I have to wait?
2,560 credits, and
Yeah.
you're gonna have to wait 3 hours for the Nano Forge to print it.
I'll be back in 3 hours. This is you're just idly looking at a bottle. Yeah, that'll be good for about 2 days.
What's Vivian up to?
What you
Yeah.
Well, she's still helping with the cleanup. She's doing whatever she can. She's She's a good girl.
So the cleanup consists of crews putting a body bag on a stretcher, taking it over to an opening in the wall, checking the tag on the stretcher, verifying it against something on a keypad, and then they just chuck the body in there, and the door's shut. And a couple of seconds later, they open, and it's empty in there again.
I kind of figured something like that would be how they did it. So,
They're essentially checking to see if, like, the person was actually sent to the cloning tanks yet or not, because they're just assuming that they got recalled, and they left them with the body to clean up, which they're not too happy about.
I would imagine not.
It is not particularly hard work for Vivian. I think the gravity on Vivian's planet was actually only slightly less than that of Earth.
yeah, I don't think I have those details.
Let's see. So yeah,
But anyway, I'm sure she works out a lot because, being a first responder and all is something that she trained for.
yeah.
So
If I
she's
rem-
not a weakling.
If I remember correctly, the gravity on Vivian's planet was exactly 8.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty darn close to Earth.
Yeah,
Slightly less, though.
yeah, slightly less, like I said. Jade, of course, grew up on Earth, so
Yeah.
their gravity would be the same.
Mhm.
Citroen's planet's gravity was actually closer to, like, 7.6. It's a little lower, but still higher than a lot of other planets where sapient life evolved. Kind of expected, being a tourist location after all. Come visit, but don't stay for too long. I think Raven's planet being a gas giant, the only reason they were actually able to ascend to the stars at fucking all is because they got discovered and were brought to the stars, because their gravity is, like, in the double digits. It's up there.
I see.
So, yeah. Vivian's doing that. Jade, what are you doing?
Yeah, Jade was gonna go and ask the captain what was on Io.
Okay. So, the captain is down at the creation engine, typing away at the screen. They seem to be designing something.
Hey, Cap,
Yeah,
I got one more question for you.
go for it.
Who's on Io?
The prisoner.
Who's the prisoner?
The prisoner.
You don't think that they'd try to release the prisoner in retaliation for what the Terrans have been doing, do you?
Nah, probably not. There's a big, scary hologram that very clearly and flatly tells them exactly to do the opposite of that.
Hmm.
And explains precisely what will happen if they do that.
What's gonna happen if they do?
Oh, they'll die.
Very
I
painfully.
mean, if you want the specific details, you could always just go there yourself.
I don't think I'd be allowed on Io.
Oh no, anyone can go to Io. It's only lightly defended.
Lightly defended by normal standards or lightly defended by Terran standards?
Lightly defended, as in there's like 3 anti-air batteries, and if you have a Terran ship, they just ignore you.
Oh.
Yeah, it's entirely uninhabited otherwise.
Yeah, well, it's hard to inhabit an ice planet
Just
most
a
of the time. Well, planet. Isn't it like a moon?
bit. It's the size of a planet, pretty much.
Yeah.
Then again, if we start calling that thing a planet, then we'll have to include, like, what is it, like 40 other astral bodies in the system, so that's
Yeah.
too much.
So, Pluto's still a planet, by the way.
Well, yeah. It is a planet for exactly 2 hours out of the day, as long as it's over Mexico.
Mhm.
Or,
Yeah.
sorry, it's not Mexico anymore. They call it Taco Land, that's right, because in the fucking First Contact series, all the different countries got essentially converted into corporate megalomonopolies. So you got the Burger Land, which is the USA. You got Taco Land, which is Mexico. You got the Anime Lands, which is Japan, and you have the what was it? The Wok
Freedom.
Lands. The Wok Lands, which is China. You have the Rus Empire, which is Russia, and I don't think the author has actually described what the European area became, or
See,
Africa, or well, no, they did go to Australia. I just don't remember what they called it at that point.
the no area.
I mean, that's where the Eskimo are, so you don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
Fucking actually bulletproof birds that spit acid. Yeah, no.
Um, well, how much do I owe you for the uh, cleanse you did on me after I touched the giant single cell organism?
That was like a $2,000 medicine I gave you.
Okay.
God damn it, I called it a dollar. It's a credit.
Yeah. We haven't used dollar in a long time.
In this universe, no, you haven't.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go and try to calm down some. Try not to worry as much, because I know that no, whatever they plan on doing, it's probably nothing, and they're gonna get swatted like a fly.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the final tally ends up being. Do you have family on Earth?
Um, not really.
Alright, well, don't
I've
worry
got
about it. You didn't get recalled, so I'm sure Tara's gonna be fine.
yeah, I've got a couple friends on Terra, and of course I've got my doc. But other than that, I don't really have a whole lot. Besides my apartment. All my stuff is there.
The creation engine doors will open and there's like a 2-inch shell sitting there. Ah, good.
What's that for, Captain?
This, and I'll heft it up, is a heavy payload physical data transfer.
Ah. So it's a USB stick that you fire.
Pretty much.
Neat.
I'm gonna be undocking the ship in a bit to set it off so I don't, spook everyone at the station when it fires.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go do some things around the station. See if any of my deliveries have come in.
Alright. I'll be back in a bit.
Well, we'll be here. If we're not, run away.
Speaking of which, how long has it been? 1 day since they had left the station, or
Almost 2 days station time.
okay? I shall
So-
make a note of that.
Not
that-
not enough time for the packages to get here.
Not
No.
quite.
Okay.
It's still got 10 days to wait,
Okay.
and they still got quite a while to wait on their own station.
Jade's gonna grab her laptop and she's gonna see what time it is on Terra if she can.
7:52 p.m.
Okay.
Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. So, what time would it be for her doctor then?
It's like 4 a.m. for them.
Ah, shit. All right, not gonna call him while he's asleep again.
You mean her?
Yeah. For them.
It.
Yeah. Well, so Jade is gonna go. Well, she's gonna set her laptop down in a safe space, and she is going to go. She's gonna go get her some food.
I wonder what time zone that would be in.
Fucking Narnia if trying to get in contact with online friends is anything to go off of.
Fucking right.
Who want they sussy 8? OMG me, literally the other side of the planet.
Well, Jade's gonna go see if she can get a salad.
A salad?
A salad.
Ah!
Just as Jade's about to leave, Raven wakes up.
It was a bit late. I clicked it too late.
There we go. I had to plug in the dongle.
Plug in your dongle.
God damn it.
Just as Jade's leaving, just Happy Wheels completed level sound effect, and on the cymbal crash, Raven just flop.
Hey Raven, you okay?
Apparently not. What happened?
We're back at the station. Jade's gonna offer a hand down to help him up. Come on.
Get a total. You get a total of what? 8 fingers from both hands, grabbing onto yours and standing up.
There you go.
Thank you.
Come on. You're probably hungry.
Where'd the extra fingers come from?
Oh, say between both hands. There's only you get 4-fingered hands, so 3 fingers and a thumb.
Yeah, it's like anatomically, it's like your ring finger and your pinky finger extend to become the rest of the wing, and then your middle pointer and thumb are your grabby claws.
Exactly.
So you gave them part of your wing to grab?
It just. Well, you know, they're not fully awake, they're fully back into it yet, so here's whole appendage, lift me.
Okay. Here's my whole ass wings.
Just,
Mm.
you hungry, Raven?
I am. Where are the wristwatch? I mean, where's the bar?
Well, I was actually gonna go get a salad.
Oh, I didn't. Wait, you. I thought humans were carnivorous.
We are omnivorous. We eat anything.
Oh, that explains the amount of references to eating one's butt I've seen on the internet.
That's a different activity.
Oh no, I know. I know how this works.
Come on. She's gonna pat Raven's
These
back.
Terrans seem particularly fond of eating this small deer-like species I've seen. I believe it's called a dick. They keep telling each other to eat it whenever they're upset. It must be very calming of an experience.
That'd be a dick.
Oh, I got back into Ravens here. Oh my god.
My
Yeah.
god.
Also, ignore the cleanup crew.
Perfect. Ravens here. That means Zixron can take their stress out on them.
Oh boy.
So, is there like a salad bar somewhere on the station?
No. There's places that you can get salads from, but it's like, it's like a fast food salad.
Oh,
See,
okay.
there's a problem with salad bars. It's called salmonella.
Well,
Take it outside, lady.
wherever they can get a nice a semi-good salad from.
You want a
Decent
semi-good
salad.
salad? You might have better luck going
Gideon?
to the park then, man.
Well, and
I don't know if you're gonna get much higher quality than the actual fucking park. 'Cause the
It turns out that all of the vegetation in the park is edible.
I already told you it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they got like fruit trees in there and like, lemongrass and shit.
well, Jade is too lazy to make her own salad, so she's just gonna go get a cheap salad made at a restaurant.
So
They're
is
getting
that for like the
themselves.
grazing
Yeah,
aliens?
that's for like the grazing lands, like the Atlantic to land. Funny enough.
Mhm.
So Jade's gonna get them a Subway foot salad.
Oh, foot salad.
So it's basically like a lot of fast food type joints on this station.
it's it's
And
like
some decent
meh burger. It's acceptable.
Adequate.
Yeah, passable.
adequate burger. 75 chains near you.
Welcome to Five Guys, where we start. It's moderate. Welcome to Little Caesar. We've got $5 hot and ready pizza. Is it good? I said it's hot and is ready.
Don't put too much thought into it.
Well, what restaurant? Jade's just gonna pick a random restaurant and hopefully get a salad there.
Oh man, no.
Oh.
Restaurants, they don't got those on this station.
Well,
They just got
Mr.
fast
Zenorium's
food
order some
joints.
emporiums of burgers and protein galore.
God damn it.
He is going to pick a random establishment of consumption and pick.
Alright, roll me a D100.
Tuberculosis, really?
Ugh.
That's a weird disease to pick. Common one though.
30.
30, alright. Dice. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna roll this on my phone.
Bird is following suit by just kind of holding onto the back of their shirt's collar with the end of their beak just.
What are you doing?
Is he tall enough for that though? I forget. I know Jade's short, but is she as short as he is?
She's
How
like
tall?
she's 2 inches taller than Raven.
Yeah,
Oh.
it'll work. It just.
Oh, so they
Okay,
like
I thought she was
tower
like
over them, got it.
God fucking apparently.
Yeah, read the difference between 5'11" and 6 foot. Duh.
Shut.
The smaller the difference, the larger the actual disparity.
I'm a whole like blonde one taller than this guy over here. That's why I'm like, I got my head scratching against the roof and they're like coming up to my knee.
I mean, you all seen bits and pieces of JoJo, right?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Oh yeah, that middle schooler is like a year younger than you and maybe 3 inches shorter. Why do you look like you're 8'9"? Because don't forget, in the original part of the series, like the beginning of it, they were in high school.
That's part 3.
Yeah, there you go. They were in high school and they're fucking enormous.
Yeah, because the Joestars are a notoriously massive fucking group of Englishmen.
They're
are.
direct descendants of Jesus.
Not
Canon.
canon. Just we know that the first Joestar was a prophet in the Middle East
And a carpenter.
and a
Objection.
carpenter.
Oh
Badger's
bullshit!
ballin'.
Not canon. Eat my ass.
Not canon, but it's
Yeah, the first Joestar was G Star. Jesus.
Okay, so Jade, you pick a random store to go into,
Mhm.
hoping for food, and you're dragging Raven along, and as soon as you step into this door, it kind of disappears, and you're in the middle of a market square of sorts. There's this swirl of people moving around like a swarm of schooling fish.
Mhm.
And you're suddenly outside for some reason. It's a nice sunny blue sky day with white clouds, and there's all sorts of vendors here taking and giving products. Some people seem rather confused. There's this blue-haired individual that like wanders past, and they seem kind of familiar, but you're not sure why. And
Yeah, roll a smart.
yeah, sure.
Task bar. Right. Smarts. Do I have anything to smarts? I got a +1 to smarts.
Smirts. Let's go.
89 plus 1, 90.
You just have small, confused honks from behind.
You're not sure why, but you feel like their name starts with an S for some reason. Just the way they dressed.
Excuse me.
And they're gone.
Okay.
Are they meeting up with a tall man with red hair by chance?
Yes, there is a tall man with red hair in the crowd. And,
Does he have a journal?
let's...
What needs you?
I don't know if you had the journal at that point, but they are wearing a chartreuse.
Let's see.
Jade, where are we?
Chartreuse is the best color. It was good enough for the oral boss Vectura.
Looking around, you seem to be in a sort of, you know...
I think I know where they are.
You know, I wasn't expecting it to show up so early.
Jade's gonna walk up to one of the random vendors to see what they're selling.
Oh god, you're gonna enter the crowd? Okay. Gonna need a couple of physicality rolls at disadvantage here.
Oh.
Please
Bird is writing on your rolls.
Way back, like this is he didn't do this because he didn't go through a door, so he's safe, right?
Who?
Right. So that's
Please
the
tell me
first.
Zitron didn't accidentally wander into this, when he was idly, exiting stores.
Were they following Jade and Raven?
No, they were just like beelining back to the ship.
Then no.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You're good. That's the last thing we need.
Yeah, this is a per instance thing.
Okay, so
Good.
the first disadvantage roll
Yeah.
is 80 plus 1 because that last number was a 99 plus 1, so this is a 80 plus 1, so 81.
Damn, you must really want those jerks.
Jerks.
Yeah, it's like a jerkin and a jort. Kind of, put together. Jerks.
Jordan?
Yeah. You got your jorts over there and a jacket and fucking...
No, a jorket.
They got jarpet on the back there with some drapes.
Alright, let's see. Second roll. Alright. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, second roll. Okay, so disadvantage roll for the second one is going to be 24 plus... No. Wait, physical... Yeah, 24 plus 1, so 25.
Whoa, that's not going to be enough. So you start making your way towards the... it's kind of hard to tell what they are, because all you can see is, like, their lower half. It just looks like a pair of legs that are manning the stall.
Mm-hmm.
And, the upper half is just kind of obscured. But as you're approaching, you just kind of get shoved by this, damn, was that, Vivian that just ran past?
Oh. What the... Vivian?
Hate. Just more honk.
Honk.
Almost a whistle at this point.
Alright, Raven, stick close. I don't know where we are.
You just feel the constant tug of small beaked one.
Making my way over to the stall.
I just realized who could wind up in this mark because they were made with the two people who were made with the CO system.
Oh, yeah.
Have fun. I'm not telling. Technically like 7, but 2 scary ones.
I do remember one character that ended up in here.
Yeah, Ivy did.
I don't know
Yeah,
what.
Ivy and also Doru.
Yeah. It's not often that you guys end up like actually encountering this place. I have to kind of foreshadow just a little bit.
Yeah, well, do I need to make another roll to see if I can get all the way to the vendor, the little stall?
No, you're getting dragged along in the crowd now. You're gonna have to pick a new vendor to try and swim towards, essentially.
All right. Well, she's gonna go to the edge and just kind of pop out at the next vendor that they pass.
Give me a physicality roll. Disadvantage.
All right. Oh boy. And the next one. 31 with the disadvantage roll.
Alright. You end up at a store that appears to be selling lava lamps? What's so special about that? Oh, I see. They just
What?
look
Actual
like,
lava.
they just look like lava lamps, huh?
They're psychic lamps.
Jade's gonna kind of look at the stall and who is manning the stall?
It's just Cthulhu, that's all.
It's just Cthulhu.
But, Cthulhu Fathagan.
Jade. Excuse me.
We're looking for the bar.
What?
We're looking for that. Take the group up.
Just snickery bird noises from behind.
The crowd is encroaching. You're running out of time.
Where are we, and how much for a lava lamp? Because Jade thinks it's just a normal lava lamp, and she wants a lava lamp.
They will
Battle
gesture
menu.
around. And then they will gesture to a sign that has it almost looks like claw marks with purple ink infill for the Arabian symbols for 20. It's
Okay,
the same as the regular numbers that you're used to.
Yeah. She credits. She's gonna point to her head. Credits.
Alright.
That yes.
Alright.
Okay. What color lava lamps do they have?
All of them.
Yes.
Okay.
Pick the one that makes your brain hurt. You see
Well,
Raven gesturing specifically at one that causes a migraine.
They literally have lava lamps lined up in chromatic order.
She's gonna pick a lava lamp that has it's purple, but it's got the floaty stuff in it is blue, like a light blue, like a dark purple light blue.
Yeah, alright. So you transfer the credits, and you almost feel something reaching back into your brain when you do it, but the crowd pulls you away before it can actually do anything. You are now clutching this lava lamp close to you as you're being buffeted around, and hey, wasn't that you actually over there?
What the? Raven, what is this place?
More hunks.
She's gonna gently tap on the person next to her. Excuse me, where?
I mean, I don't know why you would tap on Raven, but sure.
Raven?
Oh no,
Just a
there's
honk
two
from
of
behind.
them. This is getting out of hand.
They don't seem to be too concerned about this.
She's gonna.
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
The next stall.
Just she's gonna and then
Alright,
breaks.
Just Jade's
Digital
face just
breaking
kind of does the
noises.
digital corruption.
91 with the disadvantage roll.
All right, the next stall. Ouch! Jesus, a 100. So like you almost get there, and it's spells and sorcery galore stall, and then someone just grabs you by the shoulder and drags you away.
You just no, wait, no, it's right there. My answers. Gonna try and go back.
I can see
Bird is also
somehow-
being drugged along. Just
I legitimately
gonna
think
try and-
somehow. Oh my god, I love this. I don't know. I don't know why, but I just pictured.
She's
Glyco
gonna
being
try and
like,
make her way back to
Oh,
that stall.
Who would
So
be that
what
kind
are
of
you doing
asshole?
to the person that's dragging you?
She's gonna try and get him off. Let go! I need to go there.
No, you don't. You're fine.
all the people here, you do not need to.
The person that's dragging you away grabs your other shoulder and faces you, and they've got bandages wrapped across pretty much all of their body that you can see that's exposed, and they only have one eye showing. And in your own voice, they say, "No, no, you don't."
What? Immediate
Raven
panic. Hop off on
Raven
that
is,
stall.
Raven is now tugging at the back of the shirt. Just this way. Come on.
She's gonna grab Raven and they're gonna hop off at the next stall they come across.
Okay.
Alright, disadvantage roll, yes?
Yeah, disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, he would. No, he would. Information. Yeah.
18.
Oh, I got a 4.
Asexual
Oh,
armor.
Jesus.
Yeah. Not only do you flee from this individual, they like shove you towards the next stall, and oh yeah, look, it's a ghillie suit, and a brat, and ooh, is that a scar?
Jade just. Alright, so.
Gets the inferior ancient gun when the very powerful future guns exist. Yeah, that checks.
Yeah.
Hey, ancient tech is worth a lot of money!
More than you have.
Probably.
Probably.
Alright, so. Real quick, what are my options? Because Jade's kind of just glancing through all this stuff like.
Well, you got a FAL assault rifle, an MP50, a CAR 98K, an M4A1, an HDR sniper rifle, a Garu 5.56 assault, military spec on that one, MP7 submachine gun, and a PKM light machine gun.
How much for the
Way outside.
PKM?
The PKM?
Yes.
They want to pick 'em.
They want
Left
the pickle.
nut. It just literally says left nut.
That's gonna run you. Oh man, the price is fluctuating a little bit here. It's either 50,000 credits or 5,000 credits.
Alright, and she's gonna try and. Now! I want it!
Come on, give! Alright, you managed to stop it at 25,000 credits.
Bet.
Hit.
Now you just need ammo.
Yep, and she's gonna ask, ammo?
Oh yeah, no, it comes with ammo. And the people that are manning the station look like very modern military recruiters, like our current time modern, not
Yeah.
future modern.
It's like, wait a minute.
Uh,
They just
What
give
year
you
is it?
They just give you a wide grin and wave as somebody in a black suit with a white undershirt grabs you by the arm and drags you back into the crowd, and then you just get chucked back out into the actual world. And when you look back, the door you entered through is gone. Raven.
How much ammo?
Raven is being exactly zero help.
Yeah.
If we're talking the 2 inches is actually like 3 foot kind of difference, they're just hanging off the back of her shirt. Just. And I am rolling for it. Raven is just choosing not to be of any help to anyone.
That's actually smart in this particular situation. So yeah, let's see. You get 50. No. Wait. That's not a 50. That's a 5. 5 boxes of ammunition for it.
Are these boxes like the belt boxes, or are these boxes like the cartridges you buy at the store kind of boxes?
Like the cardboard boxes you buy online.
I would. Well, if that's up for interpretation, that's 5,000 rounds.
That maybe last 1 hour with a dumbass like Jade using it.
One entire encounter.
That would be a lot of damage out, though. That's a lot of angry lead.
Start shooting PKM. Turn your shield off! No.
I'm gonna
And
overwhelm it eventually.
Has to reload, turns off shield to let it cool down, reloads, turns shield back on.
Grows old belt box again.
No, can you hear me now?
Welcome back!
My internet went out.
Ah,
Really?
I see. A sombrero drifts down and lands on your head. -1 credit.
So,
Okay, and how much ammo?
Did
How
that
much
happen to
ammo-
both Ivy and Doru? I'm trying to remember.
It is the exit gift.
So how much ammo did you say Jade got with that?
5 boxes.
5 boxes.
Boxes.
that you would buy online, so
Yeah.
it could be a various cartridge amount.
If it's
But you
cardboard, you could probably say it's 500 rounds per box. So, just because, yeah.
Just because I think isn't the ammo type for that particular gun like on the
10.6
higher end
4R.
expense?
No, not even
No.
slightly. No, that's the surplus ammo that the FUDs talk about. It's like 25 cents for 5 rounds.
Okay, so
Cheap.
yeah, that's the cheap stuff. So yeah, I was right. You should have like around 5,000 rounds of that or something.
Yeah, call it a case of ammo.
Yeah.
5,000.
Just like someone's
RDS,
old moving box full of
5.56
ammunition, just loose, not even
by-
organized.
54R.
Like, right now, for a 500-count box of Wolf, you're only paying 49 cents a round.
Yeah, that's super affordable.
Alright, so 5,000 rounds of 5.56. 5.45 by. Fuck me.
762 Russian.
By
Oh,
Yes.
762
Yeah.
Russian.
7.62 by 54R.
762 Mosin. There you go.
Yeah.
Because 762 Soviet safety.
7.62 by 54R.
Yes.
And Jade's gonna look at Raven. What just happened?
Does
kinda
Raven
shrugs.
also have a sombrero?
Yes, Raven also has a sombrero. Because he didn't buy anything, it's -100 credits.
Ah! Bird doesn't know.
Jade's
Bird
gonna
just
be like,
shrugs.
we're going back to the ship now.
See, he tried to nod, but it just kind of wiggles him on your back. Just wiggle.
And they're going right back to the ship. All this shit in tow. Just,
How long has it been since Citron got done shopping? Like, an hour?
probably like 15 minutes.
Damn. I was hoping I could just chunk off the time and be like, all right, that's 1 hour. Now I'll do this for 2 hours, then go get the thing. Oh, they'd still be in the middle of eating their carb meal.
Dark. Real quick.
Yep.
The ammo I got.
Uh-huh.
Is it in belts or is it single, like,
No, it's
ammo?
loose. it's
Oh
it's
no!
in-
Did it come with any? Did it come with any belts?
Nah.
Any of the links?
it's literally
Yeah.
someone's moving box with just like the ammo loose.
So I didn't get. So I didn't get any boxes or any of the box mags or any of the disintegrating links. What does the PKM use disintegrating links?
It doesn't.
No. Oh,
It uses standard ass links.
I didn't get any links, did I, for it?
Yeah.
You gotta make
You
it
just
with
got
the
the
creation
one link
engine.
that it came with. That's it.
It's
Just
single
just
link.
the one.
It's not even a full link either. It's like empty. They just have it coiled up in the thing.
Okay, so how many rounds does that link hold? Like
Oh,
you say it's a belt. How many rounds does that hold?
200 is the spar. Is like the standard, I think.
What?
200
I
is
am
the
aware, but
standard. I remember that much. But this is a modified box. It's oversized. It actually holds 400 rounds.
Oh,
Okay.
we have one
When you're
box,
holding
one
it,
belt.
it leans. it
You gotta-
has a
you have to
left
link
drift.
all of them. You have to manually.
Well, Jade's gonna
link
go
all
back to the
down.
back to the
Every
ship in sort of a
time.
panic. Captain.
Ship's
Every
undocked.
time you use it. Wait, the ship's not what?
The ship is not docked
Oh, yeah,
currently.
the
You can
ship's
see
not-
it doing
yeah, that is right.
many maneuvers to like orient itself slightly, pointing away from the station. And then there's like this yellowish red flash at the front of the ship, and some sort of green streak gets sent out into the space.
Well, Jade is gonna sit down next to the docking thing and just kind of just sit there.
Hoarding
Raven, do you
over
have
their
any-
prize.
Wait, is the captain doing something that's gonna interrupt my dinner? Because I might have to stab him.
No. He's just sending a message.
Oh, Jade is no longer hungry, by the way.
The hole in their
Right.
stomach has been filled with the overflowing greed from their hearts.
Raven
I,
is just going
Jade's-
to let go of the hem of her shirt and just kind of plop back down and stand up, roughly to shoulder height again. Yeah, so that was an experience.
Do you know how much this is worth? And she's gonna kind of wiggle the PKM.
Being that I can't eat it, I don't know.
This is pre-glassing, like old Terran stuff.
I'm scared with this dinner that you're.
She's gonna look and see if she can see like any identifying marks, like if the serial numbers match and like if there was like a country of origin on it.
Oh, sure. Let me double check for you real quick.
Okay. Like I know where it's made. I know where the PKM is made. But
This one was made in Anaheim.
It was made in 1969. Nice.
Oh, it's a new make. So this one might actually not explode in your hands because it's been neglected for fucking 75 years.
yeah. This was made in 1969. This is worth a fortune.
It was made at the. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that.
Is it in Russia?
It's
It's made in Cyrillic Factory number 2.
Plant.
In
Yeah.
Russia.
Here. Paste.
Let's see.
It's made in Cyrillic Weapons Manufactory Plant number 7.
Degtярov.
Degtярov. Yeah, that's in Russia somewhere.
Yeah,
It's cold
they-
and miserable.
They also make vehicles, apparently.
they do.
They employ 10,900 people.
Jesus.
That's...
But it's okay, you know it's quality because their parent organization is called High Precision Systems.
Oh, Jesus.
It would be a lie if it wasn't a precision instrument, now would it?
It's also Russian.
Yeah.
They lie about everything.
She's gonna, like, push the button and open the top plate. This thing is in pristine condition.
I didn't learn. Ah, that's a white. You ever
Yes,
flashbang yourself with a white web page after staring at like fucking Discord's black
Dark mode.
ass?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should use Opera GL gaming browser. It comes with Force Night Vision mode.
God.
I do.
It's actually not a terrible web browser.
Web browser.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good. It tells me all the free games and what games are on sale, and like I can customize all sorts of shit on it. It's awesome. I just don't use half of the shit that they offer. Just because like I can actually remember what web pages are called.
She's gonna take the sombrero off her head and kind of give it a once over. Is it just a normal sombrero?
It appears to be made of agave plant.
Ooh.
Raven is nibbling on the brim of his.
Just gonna yep, 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 yep.
Yum, 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 yum. All right.
Yeah.
Raven, your mouth starts to get kind of sticky and gooey.
Hey, that may have been a mistake. What is this weird plant magic?
Flower power.
Well, it's from Terra, so I wouldn't advise eating it immediately.
just kind of like pobbing at the inside of their mouth. Just eh.
So, Jade's gonna look at the time. How long were we in there?
A lot less time than it felt like.
Huh.
It's like
Ow.
15 minutes. It felt like you were getting shoved around for like an hour.
And she's gonna look at the lava lamp.
Made with actual.
I know it's not active right now, but she's gonna kind of look at it. At least this is nice.
As you stare at it, the little orbs on the inside start to kind of slowly drift.
They start to stare back. Oh God, their eyes.
They turn around and roll eyeball.
No, that's cliche.
I love the flavor text on things. Oh God, their eyes.
She's just gonna set it down.
You set it down and the goop inside stops drifting.
Okay.
Just Raven holds up a credit sheet. I'll pay you 5 of these if you drink that.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Oh yeah, were you like inspecting the whole thing or were you just looking at it?
She was inspecting it.
Oh, okay. On the bottom it says not for anal use.
She's gonna arch an eyebrow. Why would I try to shove this up my ass?
10 credits if you put it up your butt.
Absolutely not.
Maximum diameter is less than 5 inches. They have to say that.
Absolutely not. Well, I'm not doing anything else. I'm gonna sit here and wait for the captain or either Vivian or Zitron to come back.
There's a clang as the captain steps out of the airlock, having silently docked the ship while you were distracted.
Oh, hey, Captain.
Oh,
Found a weird ass market.
Look around. Here? This is the most
Yes.
boring station I've ever been to.
And she's gonna point at the PKM.
I like how Citron's just standing behind the captain, eating a steak in hand like a cookie.
Right, I mean, they are called meat cookies.
They don't sell these anywhere on the station.
Yeah, I would hope not. That belongs in like a museum or something.
Yeah, dated 1969. All matching serial numbers.
Just hear Raven. Nice. Wait, what? Why did... Okay, that is not.
Yeah.
Who started saying that? Why am I saying it now?
Dude, probably my fault.
Woo, 50 rolls.
It felt like I was. It
Oh,
was a
God, no.
compulsion to say it. Like, if I didn't, something bad would happen.
Yeah, exactly. You got to.
And
What?
so also we got these for just being there. It was 1 credit for me.
Raven doesn't know he's been charged 100 credits, and he's just going yawning on the side of it.
Checks his bank account later.
Indeed.
Scrah!
Raven, you. How much did this sombrero cost you?
Oh,
Well, and I also got a box of ammo for it, and she's gonna pat the box.
Cool. I guess you plan on using it then, huh?
Maybe.
Well,
this hat tastes terrible.
try
but,
it with a little bit of salsa.
What's that plant called? Agave?
Agave.
What'd you give her?
That's jade. She's asking like, what is this plant called? Agave?
I don't
Something like that. I don't know.
My sister was better with plants than I ever was. I could tell you what plant to
better with a
look
lot of
for to deal with a sunburn, but that's about it.
Cactus.
Well, I saw a booth of magic and stuff. I was so close. It was right there. Sorceries
drug
and
yourself away
spells galore.
aggressively. Yeah,
Yeah,
she
but I
drug
was-
herself away. It was great. It's almost like she hates herself.
It was right there.
Ah, well, I'm sure there's always next time.
If there's a next... Wait. She's going to take all of her stuff into the ship and
Oh,
carefully
yeah.
set it all down, and then she's going to kind of jog back to where she found the entrance.
You could just open, wherever you were and then run in there. Like, goodbye.
That's where she's going.
Alright, have fun.
My abdomen is swelling and it's discomforting.
Oh, yeah. So I finished making a privacy curtain for you, or rather for the rest of us. It's sound canceling, so you don't gotta worry about that. Waterproof, so you can wash it down. I opened up the floor drain for you.
I could just go fight people and get rid of it.
Yeah, but I'd rather not pay bail when we just got paid.
You don't have to pay bail if I win. Worth noting that that's like a 20-ounce steak he's chewing on.
Well. Hey, where's Vivian at?
I don't know. Glad she's not here though.
She's probably still helping with cleanup.
Cleanup
you
will
check
be
on
almost
top of
done. They're
that?
just getting the mops out now at this point.
Alright, I think my internet's back, so I'm going to switch back over to my computer.
Yo,
Alright, well, if you'll excuse me, I have some transactions to make.
Just fucking pulls a sweet potato out of his pocket and just ow. So, Bird, how you doing?
oh,
Don't
came
move
back
the
from
bird.
some unexpected.
Don't
Came back
what
from
the
some
bird?
Shut up! Don't give him ideas.
Come on.
Just came back from some inexplicable void shop place full of man-made horrors beyond your comprehension, and I say that because I saw
know.
2 jades.
I've seen Jade Tax's folder. I've seen some pretty immense horrors. Oh wait, no, those are horrors.
Eldritch whores.
Yeah.
Turns out I'm an eldritch whore. Sorry.
Yep, they're finished with their steak. And the sweet potato just kind of. That's a lot of good carbs.
Oh, the captain
scared
said something
because-
about salsa. I'm gonna go down and see if their creation engine makes that.
I'd go get salsa somewhere else because I'm about to go back inside of that ship.
The bird just kind of, okay, I'll go find a stall or something.
All right.
Oh, good thing he left his little stash close to the entrance on the fucking van. I don't think he could fit in there.
Citron's belly literally too fat to fit through the vents anymore.
But I've just been born a normal size. Come on out. For a brief moment, he got his pillow wedged. He's good though. Lizard's good. Good. Now I can drop his aggression levels because they were getting really high. As in, I was losing on the rolls because of 2 disadvantage rolls high.
Oh boy.
I don't know. 5 seemed like the highest it could logically go. That's about how much I thought when I was going through puberty and shit. It's just, yeah, I give it like 5 seconds worth of thinking. Valid enough. Enough. Can't decide within 5 seconds. It's not important.
So what kind of roll should I give for Bird to find a place that knows what is and sells salsa?
I'd say you know your way around the station enough at this point to figure it out.
Oh, good. Still going to...
PlayStation. Didn't like what I seen. What?
Well, Beard is going to sidestep a few guards just on the off chance they hold a grudge, and gonna go locate a few stalls and some salsa.
They give you kind of the evil eye as you sidestep them, but since they don't have any evidence to detain you with, they can't do anything.
Just as they're going by, sticks a tongue out and pulls down the bottom of their bottom of their eyelid. Just,
You're sticking a feather against your eye? Ugh.
I said fingy. They got the fingers too, and it's to pull down the bottom of the eyelid. That whole get the tongue out.
Presumably you begin to scamper afterwards.
Oh yes, skitter away quickly.
Yeah. Awkward bird trot away.
At some point, it just turns into sideways hopping.
Sideways hop accompanied by flip. Flip, flip.
When they actually run, they're fairly quick. It's just the not full speed running is tricky. Bird is high speed, low drag.
They're like foxes. They have 2 modes. Fucking go at full speed or stop.
Or fluff and make weird buzzy noises instead of making actual canned noises.
Ah, shit. Wait. Okay, no. There's no way I'm putting him into a fucking mindset like that for over 2 months. So I'll tell you what, Dice. I'll give you a D20, and that's how many days you're getting.
2 months is way too long for that cycle.
He's violent. You don't want somebody like that violent. Alright. It's only gonna be for a week. We're good.
Okay.
That little black and white fox, it was making that weird buzzy noise at the camera. Just doo, 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 doo. That's not a fox noise! Well, apparently it is, but what the fuck?
It's a happy
Like a
fox noise.
fox. To be fair, is also a happy fox noise.
That's a standard state of being noise for a fox. What do you mean? How's the fox doing? How to determine noises. Scree into the void. Oh, fox is functioning normally. No need to adjust your fox.
What kind of fox was that, by the way?
It was a red
Silver.
fox.
That's a silver
Yeah.
fox? They're adorable. I
The
want one.
black and white ones are called silvers, yeah. They're from
Oh.
Russia, I think.
They're so cute. I want a pet.
You can get one from Canada. I'm pretty sure if you just ask nicely, they'll give you one.
I could just write Canada and ask for a silver fox?
Well, getting across the border might be tricky, but yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It,
Glad
it's
Norm
usually
MacDonald
like
didn't destroy it.
it's usually like $5,000, I think.
That's actually not horrible.
It's not.
You would
horrible,
expect something
yeah.
like that to be
Especially
expensive as
since I
hell.
don't
Well,
spend that much
I
on
think the
guns.
domesticated ones are more expensive. I think you start to hit like the 6 or 7 digit numbers for those.
That's just for the person's therapist.
That's all I hear, dog. What?
I mean, you could get a red fox for super cheap. Just like put a trap out in your backyard. It's
True. They might not domesticate, but
Well, a domestic fox is just a dog with fox color. They did was it the Russians attempted to domesticate foxes, and they just turned into dogs.
I mean, that's basically what domestication does. If that's what your end goal is, then that's essentially what's going to happen. If the end goal is a more aggressive fox, then you could, of course, breed them for that as well, which they did.
Attack fox, yes.
well, I mean, Yon would be pretty fucking scary rushing at you covered in fucking mountain plate with a fucking with a just a
Long-ass
giant
nails.
ass yeah, or a
She'd sound
Yari
like a
spear in her
fucking
mouth.
She'd sound like a wind charm with those plates clunking as she ran.
I
It's
think
so
it might
funny.
be drowned
And then
out by
that's-
their scrim.
Just murder scrim. Foxes don't scream, they scrim.
I mean, who you scrim can make your eardrums rupture, so yeah.
Fuyu's scrim can also make you wet your pants.
True.
Double entendre.
There's a reason he stayed away from Fionn when they were going through their gender crisis. They're too weak.
Their gender crisis that I didn't help at all.
He knew that his presence would have been problematic for their decision making. Literally doing nothing, just sitting there. Stop that. What? Damn.
Existing.
Existing. Why? Because you're too sexy. Go home. Go home.
Because you're so hot.
Just shut your face. My face? Your entire face.
Cover it in fluff and then make it not visible.
And Fuyu just, because he knows how some people are, just sprouts giant fox ears and covers face, but just his lips is on the fucking key.
She's slurp.
So,
Ow!
do Jade find the door again or no?
Nah.
Jade find wall.
Nah, that shit's gone, man.
She's gonna put her. Where was it? Like,
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well, right
like, all these different stores are like butted right up against each other, they like share walls. It was like between where the stores are, and it almost looked like it was its own store, but like maybe it was a broom closet at some point. And, the frame and the door itself and like the split in the seam where the door frame would be is all gone. It's just straight division of colors where at one point there was a door.
she's kind of putting her hands against it. No, it's gone.
No, it's gone. No.
No. I'm Ed.
I want Raven to buy a gallon of salsa.
Hey, Jade. Hey, psst, hey.
Hmm?
You have 10 mana points.
Oh! Ooh! Don't know what to do with it, but yay!
It's gonna last 10 days. Or, not 10 days, 4 days.
Alright. So, she's gonna kind of sigh and just kind of trudge back to the ship. Just, it's not there anymore.
Is anyone even still at the ship? Oh, well, I guess Zitron's there.
Zitron is there, and if that thing wasn't set, well, you know, it's soundproof, but it's not vibration proof.
That's literally soundproof.
No, not the kind of
That's
vibration
by
I'm talking
definition.
about, Chad.
Are you, like, humping your pillow wedge against it?
There's a lot of violence pent up in there. This is his private time in which he pours out the years of psychological, emotional, and physical abuse and manipulation.
Okay. Well, safe
You know,
to say
plus
that
stay away.
it would be obvious that it is occupied.
I just imagine a silhouette. Oh, my headcanon is like a silhouette, like in Austin Powers, just weird shit going on the other side of the curtain.
Seeing that, she's gonna exit the ship and she's gonna go to the bar that she was at last time.
Yeah, alright. You actually run into the captain there. He seems to be talking to this small, almost fox-looking species.
Aw,
They're not gonna interrupt the captain.
do not
She's just
boo.
gonna. Yeah, they're not gonna bother the captain. She's just gonna go to the bar and kind of. And she's gonna look at the drink menu again, look for something exotic.
Joe, preferably.
No.
Shut.
Alright, let's see. They have something called a typhoon. They got a Bloody Sally. They got a Jack and Pepsi.
Gross.
They got a Sprite Plus. They got a what the fuck? Okay, I don't even know what this would be called. It's like vodka with cranberry juice and ginger.
And you lost me.
Yeah, like what?
I'm gonna call that a no.
It's called a spicy vodka crayon.
A numb bubble.
What is
A
that?
numble.
What is that?
Oh, I was just sending that for future reference. These are a shitload of the drinks that were at you remember your interrogation, excuse me, your dinner with that kind man. Yeah, these are a bunch of the drinks that were on the menu. The
Where'd
Numb
you-
Bubble is what it sounds. I sent it to Dart in case they need to use it. The Numb Bubble is basically they prepare you a gelatinous bubble treat full of alcohol that's about 95 proof.
Ooh.
And it's filled with a very sweet treat of your choice, either some sort of whipped cream or like creams or chocolate, something that's very light and palpable. And then you basically, it's not very large though, it's about a little bit bigger than a shot glass. You put it in your mouth and you pop it.
Hmm.
That's the Numb Bubble.
Oh, don't they make something similar to that in Japan? It's like
Kinda, yeah.
it's like essentially a gelatinous shell around like water.
But the gelatin itself for the Numb Bubble is made with concentrated alcohols.
Yeah.
Glenlivet made some of those too.
Who? What?
Glenlivet.
Glenlivet. It was a whiskey, or as it's known in the Arch universe, Glengoolie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like a whiskey. They made like pods full of their alcohol.
I mean, I
They're
know they
making
sell
the,
those
uh,
buzz balls at gas stations now.
No, these are
No.
like a little. It's like a Tide Pod, but edible.
Yeah.
Oh,
but see,
great!
the difference between this
So-
idea and that is there's
somebody
no
should go ahead and just make that. It's like-
Glenlivet did.
No, I mean like Tide Pod colored and like flavored with, I guess it would be blueberry and orange.
There are cake artists who have already made edible Tide Pods,
Yeah.
like little cake bites, and they look. I've been watching this show called Is It Cake? It's fucking mind-boggling.
Is it cake though?
That's literally the whole show. Is it cake or is it the amount of skill? Now, fuck the contestants. The people that do the props for it, those bakers. Oh my god, they're good. Like that shit looks exactly like the nondescript items.
Mhm.
Like the money bag looks identical to the real thing.
The baseball.
Like,
The fucking wall.
Ooh.
Somebody made a cake wall, and like it was in the middle of a clip of others, so I was kind of expecting it, but at the same time I'm like, nah. They just cut into something in this scene. There's no way the background is also cake.
yep, that is legit. Like, they have actually done that. Fucking insane. But yeah, there you go. That's what Numb Bubble is.
Jade is gonna get her a Numb Bubble.
If you'd like Faraji's favorite, you want the Strawberry Storm.
What is
His
that?
favorite isn't the salty snowball.
No, his favorite is a Strawberry Storm. It's essentially you take a strawberry smoothie, make it with alcohol, you add a little bit of crushed blackberries in there, and you hit it with a little bit of electricity through a battery that triggers once it's tilted.
That sounds really good.
That sounds like a lawsuit in real life, but amazing in the campaign world.
I mean, yeah, but the Western Empire, they're hardy people. Their whole existence was building themselves up from what they dug out of the ground.
Jade's gonna get her a Numb Bubble.
All
if
right.
that's actually a drink available.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
We've talked about it enough. It's on the menu.
We
James gonna,
manifested it. Mind over matter. Victory.
Jade's gonna. Let me get a Numb Bubble, please.
Alright, they will ask if you want just one or if you want the, No, I'm not gonna call it that brain. not going to call it the water sports bucket.
God.
Because here's the logic chain. So it's a numb bubble, right? It's kind of like a water balloon. Water balloons go in water buckets so they don't pop. Water buckets are played when you're, using like squirt guns and stuff, Those are games that are played with water, i.e. water sports.
No.
No, brain. No, that's
Bad.
bad. No, spritz, no. Don't call it a bucket of balls either.
Just call it a bubble bucket.
Do you want me to be the fucking bartender to help your brain here? Jesus Christ, you dying on me?
I think it's those paint fumes that I was fucking inhaling for 6 hours today.
Damn it, Florida.
Look, when the humidity is so high that it strips the paint off of a breezeway, you gotta paint it pretty frequently, and we had a large section to do because we hadn't done it in a month.
What kind of filling, and do you want a single? That's all you gotta ask.
Yeah.
Or do you want the
Chocolate
no?
and what?
I was gonna say, they offer it up to the variety of the knot, which is a 3-sided bubble. 3 different fillings for you fucking slobs.
Yeah, she'll take the knot.
course you will.
Yeah, of course you will. You like the knot, don't you?
Oh yeah. It's the best part.
Thank God Citron's not there to shame you publicly. Quick, Raven. Shame Jade publicly.
Raven's not there. The
Right?
captain's
If
there,
anyone
but
was looking, they probably would have seen Raven kind of waddling away with a gallon of salsa held to their chest.
I mean, the captain's there, but they're occupied.
Captain had gone to a back room to get him some strange.
Maybe it's familiar.
God.
Have some revoking the talking stick.
I know. Ah, shit.
No, the captain's just talking to this small fox-like creature, and the individual stands up from the bar very sternly, gives them a short, lasting. I guess it's like a short duration salute, just like a quick snap, and then they walk out very lockstep. Oh, hey Jade,
Hey, Cap.
you gotta stop running into each other like this.
I tried to find that weird marketplace again, and it's not there anymore.
No, I imagine not. I've never heard of anything like that on this station, but I have heard of it just kind of popping up in random places.
Yeah, well, the first thing I bought was a lava lamp from a real big, tall guy with a squid face. With, like, squid face head.
Oh, you got a Cthulhu lamp? Congratulations! I didn't know you were pregnant.
What? I'm not.
Oh. Well, you're going to be.
What?
You might want a few more of those. And I'll point to the Numb Bubble. Just in case.
Alright, you know what? Let me get 2 more knots.
They're busy on the ship, you whore.
Shut up.
Ah, there it goes! I can hear the wheel turning. I just didn't know if the hamster was still alive.
I knew it, but goddamn. Well, the 3 fillings, she's gonna get all the same. 1 chocolate, 1 whipped cream, and 1, like, strawberry syrup or whatever.
Ayo, let me get one with aloe vera.
Aloe vera juice is so goddamn good.
It is.
Especially with a little bit of lemon. I like it when they have the chunks in the bottle. Meanwhile,
You mean pieces of the rind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The part of the plant that gets chewed up by the machine because the people processing the plant don't give a fuck and are only there for a paycheck.
Yeah. Yeah. But because it's like it's like little pieces of jelly that are in there, like little jelly bites. And plus, you know, my stomach is strong enough from all the horrible shit I feed it. It can handle a bitch ass aloe vera plant.
It can handle some cellulose. I sure hope it can.
Jade's gonna, you know, well, after she drinks one of the bubbles, you know, Captain, ever since I came out of there, something feels a little different about me.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I feel the same, but there's something, like, almost like I gained something, but I don't know what.
They'll kind of look back in the direction of the... Well, do you have the lava lamp with you still?
No, it's on the ship.
Okay, yeah, he's looking in the direction of the ship then. Well, I think you picked up a nice gun and an aloe vera hat and a lava lamp. So yeah, I think you gained something.
Like, not, like, physical. Like, I can't exactly put it. Like, something else in me. And no, not a baby.
They will shut their mouth.
I see. They have the same common earth.
But it will. But the question is, with who?
I don't know.
Goki, obviously.
it's a weird feeling, like something else in me, like
What,
another,
Vivian?
almost like an energy.
A hand?
Might be the alcohol. Sip.
I just drank that. This one bubble's not going to do anything for me. But there was a stall with spells, sorceries, and everything that
Yeah, you mentioned that.
it was right there. I was so close, but apparently I dragged myself away, and there was another raven there beside me.
And you're sure this is the first drink that you've had today?
Yes.
And you haven't taken, like, anything else, something while I wasn't looking?
No, I don't do drugs.
Damn,
Well,
you
I
don't
don't
even
do-
take water? Jeez, everyone knows that.
Not intentionally, at least.
I don't intentionally take narcotics.
Oh, okay. So no. Narcotics, that's different. See that everyone's on drugs, but narcotics, oh, that's a special type of drug. That's like that's like Grow Plus, or like I know a guy that sells Throb. Yeah.
Well, when I got pulled out, when me and Raven got pulled out, there was a guy in a black suit that just kind of grabbed us and pushed us out.
Did they also look like you?
No. The guy that I got the gun from, he got this like really wide grin when I bought it.
Oh yeah, sure. That's not creepy at all.
Oh no, the whole experience was weird. But
And you bought things from these people?
I'm not gonna pass up an opportunity to buy an ancient gun that's worth a fortune that I'm totally gonna use.
Sip.
Because if you think about it, a functioning firearm is worth more than a non-functioning firearm.
Alright.
Anyway,
I
I don't
think you're
know.
just a little too trusting about the people that you meet out here. This isn't Earth, This place is they'll shank you in a back alley in broad daylight, and it's not even an alley.
I know Raven's gonna try to eventually.
Like, if you're gonna try and intimidate me and take all my credits, like, at least have the decency to take me somewhere nice first, a nice little private back alley, so I have a short walk to dump your body in the trash.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm probably just overreacting.
It probably doesn't help with everyone always ragging on you about the way that you react to stuff. I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe turn it around on them. I see you and Raven go back and forth all the time, but like, when's the last time you talked to Vivian?
Well, Vivian hasn't really said a whole lot.
Vivian's got lots to say if you just listen.
Yeah. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess sometimes I just feel numb.
Hey, welcome to Zitron's party.
Yeah, I
Today
can
we'll be
imagine
fighting.
that would happen after not being able to sleep for so long.
Yep. Almost 17 years now. It just as she's drinking one of the bubbles.
Hey, how do you do that, by the way? Like, don't people go crazy after like a week? They die after like a month?
Honestly, I don't know. Honestly not sure. I felt like I was going crazy after a week or so, but after about 3 weeks, everything just kind of felt numb.
Well,
Like, I can
if
still
you
feel.
actually died, the SUD system would pull you back.
Mhm. Yeah.
Actually, would that happen? Do you actually... Hold on. So, let's see. If you've got nanites constantly repairing your body, and, like, the SUD system only pulls you back if you have, like, a total catastrophic failure. Because, like, you know, if you just lose an arm or get some brain damage, it's not going to pull you back. You have to actually die.
Mhm.
So if your nanites are constantly keeping you from dying, then maybe the SUD system hasn't met some sort of threshold to pull you back yet.
Maybe. Maybe the nanites are just working extra hard to keep me sane and alive.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I mean, I know what sort of system that we had back on my planet, but, you know, they all had, like, Magitech and orcs and elves and all that other stuff over there.
Magitech?
Don't get your hopes up. It's actually all just science, but it's very fancy science. They can swindle people into converting all their liquid assets into physical gold bars to pay for the premium assets and the lifetime enrollment to the services that they provide and all that. It's actually a nice place to retire. It's just not a great place to grow up.
Okay. But anyway, I guess that could be a reason why I do some of the stuff I do.
Yeah,
Oh no.
maybe. Well, I guess we'll find out the next time you die.
Next time.
Yeah, well, I mean, you said that you already went through all the trouble of getting into the Terran military. Pretty sure part of that is making sure your SUDS works.
Yeah, probably. But hopefully, whatever happens, and I do get re-cloned, maybe I'll be able to sleep.
Yeah, I just hope you don't die anytime soon, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna pop out at the cloning banks on Terra.
Yeah, I hope that too. I'm actually enjoying myself working with the captain.
Oh, well, that's nice of you to say. And here I was thinking I wasn't doing a very good job, because the last 2 missions that we actually went on got cut short.
Things happen. You know how it is.
Yeah, things could be better, though. Of course,
It could also be
the
a lot
last
worse.
mission before I met you guys, I was raided by pirates, so, you know, could always
Well,
be
now
worse.
you have a crew to help keep pirates away.
Yeah, exactly.
You've got ex-Terran military. You've got a warrior gremlin. You've got Vivian, and you've got a kleptomaniac bird.
You know, I was following along up until Vivian. Then you lost me.
Well, if you need things snuck around, I'm pretty sure Raven's the one to ask.
Raven just being a smuggler or something.
But do they have like a range on the station?
What, like a firing range?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
No. You can actually see what sort of services are available if you go over to the station map. It's on all 4 of the cardinal directions of the station.
Yeah.
Raven's special ability. Just not having a strong enough sense of self-preservation to actually try something risky.
Maybe on the next, wherever we go next, I can test out that gun.
probably going to be heading to another station here soon once the Terran one is operational again.
Okay. So, do we have any leads on our next job?
Yeah, and nah.
Mm, okay.
So, in the vein of smuggling things, there's some server racks that we need to transport from this station to another one anyways, but that station is in a pretty heavily populated traffic route, which means we're going to be running into a lot of other ships out there,
Mm,
and I still need to get a specialist in to fix the warp drive, because it's still not fixed. That's a trip on itself. We could always go mine more asteroids to help with the station project now that, well, and we'll gesture around to the few people that are mopping up, blood splatters on the steel flooring of the station. Well,
Vivian is probably one of those somewhere.
yeah. And Vivian, in fact, is the one that they gesture to.
Vivian!
She'll look up and then wave.
She's gonna wave.
As you can see, limited workers available right now until they get
Yeah.
more in.
I'm also gonna keep my I'm gonna keep my ear to the ground, see if I hear anything about what's going on in the Sol system.
Also, footsteps.
And what are you gonna do with the other ear?
Make sure that Raven don't steal nothing from me while I'm trying to find things out.
Probably a good idea.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's been rolling fairly loyal lately.
Well, before that roll turns sour, I'm gonna go ahead and end the session here.
Okay.
More of a chill session, more exposition and lore dumpy than combat.
Yeah.
And
That's
we
great.
still haven't asked anybody about their past trauma. Good. That's your baggage, you take it to your grave.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hop off because I am floating here. I'm about to explode.
You hop off, go drain, then hop back on. This dick? No, I'm just kidding.
Plus, I think I smell food.
I've always been scared of the concept of bouncing on a dick. Like, it's not a pogo stick. Please don't break it. It's very fragile. And me, Nike bounce. No!
Me like a bouncy, me like a...
Like me bouncy.
You can ride! You can gyrate, you can wiggle, but none of that verticality shit. It's not an engine block and it ain't a piston.
Fuck it. I'm gonna spin.
Oh, but it's okay if you bounce it.
I mean, yeah, because but I feel sorry for the first person to attempt the spin on Zitrone and then you realize that there's two and it just kind of gets caught halfway. Just how'd that work, dumbass?
On the plus side, you now have a corkscrew. Corkscrew?
Yeah, see, there's a reason he has the toy. It's not gonna be weird with him. It's quiet. It's comfortable enough, and there's no strings attached to it. He can just get his anger and stuff out of the way every day, and then go about doing his business without letting all of his baggage unfold and get him put in jail or worse, get him to hijack the ship and fly it into something. You don't know how this works. I don't have to know how it works to crash it.
Yes, you do.
Bullshit. I didn't say I'd be trying to get it to go forward from the front of the ship.
Alright, I'll catch you guys later.
See you later.
See you later,
Have fun.
Ivy.